And the moment we've all been waiting for, it is time to head to the Super Bowl. First, we have to look at the Pro Bowlers, which don't mean anything to us because obviously we are not going to be in the Pro Bowl. Kind of wish it would show you on the side like who was supposed to go and then who was replaced by who. Of course, you see Jalen Hurts on the NFC side with J.J. McCarthy and Brock Purdy. On our side, Lamar Jackson, C.J. Stroud, and Patrick Mahomes. QB3 is Patrick Mahomes. It's kind of wild. The NFC seems to have better running backs, wide receivers, somewhat of a push until you get to Jamar Chase. I think slightly better for the AFC. It's kind of tough. That one's also kind of tough. Tight end, arguably a push because, Wiley is the most athletic out of everyone here, but probably NFC wins that one. Left tackle, at least, NFC wins. Left guard, the AFC wins. Center, arguably AFC, but you're really only going to care about the first one, but I'll still give it to the AFC. AFC wins right guard. The NFC wins right tackle. Left end, it's not even close. AFC smokes them. Not really close for right end either. DT, arguably a push. Looking at the left outside linebacker spot, AFC obviously wins. Middle linebacker, the NFC obviously wins. Right out, it's kind of tough because it's like both teams aren't running a pass rusher. So Morris, I think, might be a pass rusher. If he is, then I would actually argue AFC if they're going to go 3-4. Cornerbacks, it's kind of even, but AFC wins it. Free safety, obviously AFC. Strong safety, obviously AFC. Kicker, definitely NFC. Punter, definitely NFC. And then the return specialist, who cares? But here we are, headed on to the Super Bowl. Did we actually know? I was about to say, do we actually know who we were facing? I can't remember if we knew or not, but we know now. It's the Dallas Cowboys who were able to win 33-28 over the Vikings, 41-35 over the Eagles, and 34-20 over the Lions. The trend there is obviously a lot of scoring. Obviously, we have also scored quite a bit of points, but we do have one of our scores that is lower than two of theirs. So, yeah, there's a chance. There's a chance that Cowboys could come away with the victory just based on those numbers. But obviously, feeling pretty good about ourselves. Let's take a look at the weekly awards, should I say. Oh, it was. They were telling me the yearly awards when I was trying to go for the weekly awards. They scammed me. They made me misspeak. Weekly award, of course, Stevenson and Campbell with the Player of the Week, and then the Cowboys, Prescott and Nick Bolton. Oh my God, could you believe Nick Bolton is the guy we're playing? Nick Bolton. We literally had a chance to get him, and we kind of tried to get him, and he didn't join us. So he was going to the Super Bowl no matter what. That's wild. Looking at DevOps, we see Drake May is a superstar development trait player. Let's take a look at his abilities. He has safety valve. Passers with his ability improve the catching prowess of all running backs who are open on pass plays. Interesting because when you're open, you should catch it anyways. But this kind of makes sense. And then fast break abilities. Passer with his ability receive better blocking support on design QB run plays. That is irrelevant to us. And then spin cycle. I don't even know what his spin move is. 62. Okay, let's see if we can try to find something a little more realistic. Oh, we have everything set. We have literally everything we could want. I'm trying to think of what is fair. What is fair? Sleight of hand, high point, deadeye, comeback, quick draw, no look, deadeye. Cross body, we do a lot of that, but he's usually pretty bad with it. Tight out. See, I don't know what to do because all these abilities, a lot of them are pretty damn good. But I don't think any of these really make sense for him. Roaming Deadeye? Wolf's Feeder said that. I think, you know what? It's a higher ability. I think Roaming Deadeye is pretty fair. Because we do roll out a lot. Is there not one where you throw better wall on the run? But I don't want something OP. Dashing Deadeye throws under perfect. I don't like perfect accuracy, though. I think Roaming Deadeye is fair. I think. Personally. I don't know. But let's see what else do we have. Faulkner's a superstar. There you go. Trey Faulkner. Wait, what? What's going on here? He wasn't superstar before. And sadly, that is the only dev up we get on offense. D. Patton is still normal dev, which really, really sucks. We'll take a look at the defensive side of the ball now. I'm trying to think who would have, maybe one of the edge rushers, maybe Ojulari. Ojulari is a superstar. Uche is an X factor. Okay, we can live with that. Linebackers, unfortunately, even Gamble, the safety, didn't go up in dev, but we definitely like that. We definitely like what we see there. Azeez Ojulari ability is run committed and recuperation. Can we do anything to get to the QB? Spinner. Instant rebate. Defenders with this ability. Defensive rally. Buy one, get one, I think is a little bit better. Run committed. I mean, that's not really going to change much, but Azeez Ojulari is now superstar development trait. And then we'll take a look at Uche. I don't think X Factor really does much for him other than gives him that X Factor ability, which apparently is terrible, by the way. What is it? Blitz? Oh, maybe not. Effective D-line contains aren't just examples to follow. They're motivators when they enter the zone. All opposing blockers will have... Wow, okay, that seems kind of crazy. Yeah, okay, all the resistance bars are wiped out. So, like, the whole D-line gets a little push, no? But unfortunately, no one else goes up in dev. So we had 3 dev ups, 2 from the edge rushers, 1 from the QB. But guys like Beasley, Mapu, Gamble, Patton didn't go up in dev, which is really unfortunate. Before we go any further, though, we got to take a look at some injuries, see if the Cowboys have any, because we're actually healthy. They're also, I was going to say unfortunately healthy, but, kind of fit in maybe a little unfortunate for us. But let's take a look at the Cowboys team, and then we'll get into some of those scenarios. The Cowboys have Dak Prescott still in the 90s, 90 throw power, really high short, really high deep, okay medium. All the other ratings pretty solid. Running back is Mr. Elijah Mitchell. Could have started the rookie Chris Pierce, though. 94 speed rookie. And they just said, nah, we don't want that. We want Elijah, who is smarter, and he's a better juke guy, but I think Pierce had better ceiling, and they just didn't care. Wide receiver 1, CeeDee Lamb, obviously one of the best wide receivers in the league. Kevontae Samuels, 6'5" wide receiver. And then Peter Newell, 96 speed slot. They've got themselves, quite the variety here. Like, they've got multiple guys that are like basically 3 inches in difference for height. The slot to Lamb, and then Lamb to the number 2. Pretty interesting builds here. They actually drafted guys that are different, which is interesting. Jake Ferguson, not the fastest guy in the world, but very solid, sure hands. Left tackle, Tyler Guyton. Tyler Guyton's kind of killing it. And then speaking of another Tyler Smith, one of the best guards in the league. Cooper Beebe's developed pretty nicely. Cole Strange is okay. Terrence Steele, okay. Got worse from left to right as time went by there. Marshawn Nealon, 91 power move, decent block shed. He's actually really good for a low overall. And then you have Micah Parsons on the other side, who is a literal game wrecker. Gotta be careful with him. They have themselves a nose tackle type defensive tackle, but he does have great power move. And then Odigizua is pretty balanced as well with some decent power move, pretty good block shed. Left outside linebacker, Damone Clark, very athletic. Middle linebacker, Nick Bolton, very athletic. Right outside linebacker, Marist, very good change direction, decently fast. And then corners are really good. You have Bland, who's made himself an X factor, and then Trayvon Diggs, who I don't know if he's superstar anymore or not, but very fast, ball hawk with better catching than most wide receivers, and then one of the best slot corners in the league. Free safety, Steve Pickett is a rookie, but really good zone coverage, and then Brandon Jones, pretty solid strong safety. This is a very complete-looking team, arguably a top 3 rated roster, I would imagine, but they are playing against these Patriots. We'll see what happens. Press conference, what are the questions? Something about, you got to the Super Bowl, is this everything, or is there more to come? Well, I mean, there's more to come whether we win or lose. If we win, we're trying to catch Mahomes. We're trying to have a better dynasty than Mahomes, 3 straight. If we lose, we're obviously still chasing a Super Bowl. So no matter what, there's a lot going forward. But that's not even the question. They're just asking about preparation, which, okay, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting these questions. Quick question about right tackle Mike Onwenu. Yes, he's slow. What about it? He's going to get cooked. Getting faster, maybe? I'm not really sure. What could he have gotten better at? Obviously, pass blocking. What is the question here? Run blocking isn't even that important comparatively. Great, good luck. What's the boost? +5? Your O-line has worked with the position coach on pass block. Wow, a whole 1 pass blocking. That's going to make all the difference. take a look at the weekly strategies. You can see that they don't run the ball well. I think it's because Elijah's just not that fast, but they are one of the best passing attack teams in the league. I would assume short pass is going to be their game, and then defensively, they're basically a top 10 defense. Although when you look at all those ratings that are top 10, it probably as a whole makes them top 5, top 3, because it's hard to get all of those ranks in the top 10. So this is definitely a good defense. The middle linebacker, I mean, their DTs are good. Their edge is pretty solid. I think you throw it medium, I guess. And then as far as our focus players go, definitely want Aziz there. I think that's fine. Only 2 upgrades. A little surprised by this. Jelani Tavai, who is obviously getting older. His block shed's sort of his biggest concern right now, but I mean, can you really have a jack-of-all-trades player anymore when he's this old for the position group? I mean, I don't know, but he gets to 80 block shed, plus 5, gives him 85, just like his zone. And then Drake May, it's probably going to be field general, is technically deep routes, or deep accuracy is the biggest issue, and that's the best way to get it. You would think it's strong arm, but it's not. It's field general, which gives him a +1, a short, deep, under pressure, and play action. We could work with that. And here it is. The game that the whole reason it's played for is finally here. It is the Super Bowl. Of course, we have the weird-ass Cowboys with their let's wear away uniforms while we're technically the home team. I guess it doesn't really matter since both teams are technically on the road. I think. Actually, I don't even know where this is being played. Maybe not. But, yeah, they're basically wearing the aways as the home team, and it's going to be in Atlanta, it seems. And we're wearing the homes as the away team. But you know what? It works out. This is a young team, though. That's the thing. This is still a very, very young team. We have some veteran presence. They've been in the playoffs. They've won some games. But as far as, like, sniffing the Super Bowl, having a chance at winning the Super Bowl, this is obviously new ground for this team. Could argue the same for the Cowboys, but they definitely have a bit more veteran presence. They have done pretty well with, you know, revitalizing the roster with youth, but yeah, we're definitely a bit of a younger team. It's really not anyone super, super old on this squad, but I mean, it's a young man's game, and we're hoping that we can at least put on a good show. Trying to win this game, trying to get that Patriots dynasty back on track. Get ourselves another dynasty going would be kind of crazy, but here we are with the return. The Cowboys will start the game with ball at the 26-yard line. Dak Prescott coming out. I'm kind of curious about these numbers. Obviously getting older, regressing a bit. See how it's actually affected him on field, which, I mean, it's not like bad, but I would have thought maybe a little bit less interceptions just based on the scheme, but pretty damn good season. It's basically just like Drake May, honestly. But yeah, we got ourselves some new edge abilities, if you will. Got Uche as an X factor, and then obviously Ojulari as a superstar. Interesting to see if we can actually develop a little bit more of a pass rush than usual. We got them down for only a 2-yard gain on the ground. Wide open is CeeDee Lamb, trying to recover for Gonzalez. A little too late, though, to the 43 and a first down. We're bringing the blitz. I mean, their run game isn't very good. Our base run defense is solid. I'm not going to worry too much about the run game. Oh, almost PI, but I mean, you can kind of contact him in that 2-yard range. It wasn't even to the 5, let alone, you know, it wasn't even to the 2, let alone the 5. As Bees is going to step inside, and somehow Jake Ferguson, who's not really fast, drops a very catchable ball. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Let me get something done with Uche here. Oh, nice move. Uche brings him down for the sack. A loss of 9, and the Cowboys are punting. Terrence Steele, obviously one of their weakest, if not the weakest offensive lineman they have, and Uche's, you know, arguably our strongest pass rusher, so that could be a matchup to pay attention to. They already put a tight end on him a couple of times. That time didn't, and I mean, you see what happens is they are forced to punt. Drive looked very promising, looked like it was going to be a scoring-type drive, and between a drop by Jake Ferguson and a damn near instant shed by Uche, we see ourselves on the offensive side of the ball now with a 0-0 game. One of the big reasons why we are, you know, playing in the Super Bowl right now is just the fact that we haven't really turned the ball over. So going to try and do what we can to play as safe as possible until we absolutely have to take a little bit of a risk and, you know, go from there. Go routes maybe are there. We'll try it. If Stevenson would love to get out of the line, that would be great. multiple chances to get out of there, and he's just bouncing around like a pinball. There's maybe a couple of looks inside to some kind of streaking players, you know, on the inside of the... There you go. Oh, my God. How is that not caught? How is that a bad ball? But to say there were some options deeper, but I felt like they were too long of a throw, and the safety would have made a play on it. That is inexcusable. I don't know what happened. I don't think that's an accuracy problem, and the reason why I don't think that is because we threw it as Stevenson got bumped, and I think Stevenson had like a weird boost of speed that we couldn't have accounted for. I genuinely don't know how we're not like completing that. Don't think accuracy matters too much here. Oh my God, our guys can't get off the freaking blocks. They don't even bring like what a hit. They don't even bring a max blocking or you know, pressure situation. They literally just they didn't even bring any like blocks at all. We still couldn't get down there. They came after us. That's wild. Ojulari's in the zone though, which is great. And Ojulari's not going to get him, but we do. Oh, of course, he missed the tackle. We did a pretty good job of McKenzie. We just didn't bring him down, or whoever it was. And Uche's already out of the zone. I can't believe. I guess you did get it for being, you know, a tackle for loss, but still, I can't believe that. Oh, we had a chance at a pick there. Went for it as I was about to go over to the tight end. We were just slightly late. There was a legitimate chance to intercept that ball. Looks like it's probably going to be a run. It will be. Can't get out there. Good job by Uche, who's having a decent game. I still can't believe he did nothing while in the zone, though. It was weird because I think it's one of those plays where, like, it just kind of activates and, it kills them. It's not, uh-oh. And Uche doesn't see it. Gamble outside, and Dak is going to gain about 11 on a read option. But he's injured. But he's healthy. He is injured. Dak's going to the sideline. Who even is their quarterback? Is that Drew Lock is coming in to replace Dak Prescott after a first down read option. That is a tough one as Beasley gets destroyed, kind of gets hurdled, and wow. Wow, he's still going. Huge hit down to the 2. We owe Elijah Mitchell an apology. He's not even moving fast, and he just keep going. Nobody can get a piece of him. I can't believe that. But as far as the apology goes, one could also argue that if he could do that, the fast running back would have just burned us for the touchdown. Instead, it's still something they got to convert, which, you know, they don't on the first play, a loss of 1. Will they even trust Drew Lock to throw the ball, especially if they feel that Dak is going to return? I don't know. And we can't get over there, and Elijah Mitchell, carrying this Cowboys offense in the first quarter, will score the first points of the game. There's no way we lose to a backup. This is like, I don't want to call it a dream scenario because it's like, oh, we're celebrating an injury, but like, at the same time, you know. Oh, he went for the wrong guy. Look at Bolden, though, running to the 43 like a bat out of hell. And yeah, we need to make this drive count. I believe, looking at the injury report, that Dak Prescott is back. Can we get inside? Nice. Lighting up that ability for the design's QB keeper. I don't know if I could say that it felt like it was better blocking on that, but I kind of did. Oh, there goes Stevenson. What a block. First down to the 42. That return really set us up nicely. I really still can't believe we missed that throw to Stevenson. Douglas wide open. Gets a nice block from Stevenson, speaking of. And Douglas. Big play Douglas to the 21 for 21. Got stick, but we flipped it. I don't see anyone on Faulkner. They're actually on him, and that almost was picked off by Nealand. Threw that outside because I saw him jump it, but I can't believe he got over there. We arguably should have been picked off by a damn pass rusher. That's wild. Oh, end zone. Faulkner, it's not a great throw, but it's a good enough one, and we'll tie the game up. Huge missed opportunity by dropping the pick with the pass rusher. Will give us the game-tying score. Wow, who was that? Was that Polk? Whoever that was came in like a freaking maniac. Faulkner with a great catch and score. And there is Dak. He is back. Didn't really intend to rhyme, but it happened. Oh, we kind of left it. We got picked up nicely, and they are getting some really good blocks. It's a good line. Not really sure what we can do about it, but yeah, it's a good line. What can I say? Bringing Gamble. Tight end's open. He cleared out. A little bit of a whiff hit. Good job by Jabril. First down, though. The 2 running backs. There's Pierce, the speedster, looking like a wide receiver. He looks so out of place. That number just doesn't work, in my opinion, on a running back. Over the middle. He's got all the people in the world. And, I mean, what can you do? 5-yard to CeeDee Lamb. There's no pressure. Like, what do you actually do in that situation? Like, I don't freaking know. Who's on who? Is there linebackers? And outside. What a try. That's perfect throw. Perfect catch. McKenzie's all over that and still catches it. All right, run commit. Oh, Lord. He's got all day to throw on a run commit. And Uche's going to bring him down. I can't believe they couldn't find someone on a run commit. What coverage? That was insane. If they would have had any go route, it would have been wraps. Uche, as an X factor, is killing them. All right, we get another stop. It's 2 stops today. Obviously, we didn't make it count last time, but maybe we will this time. As the punt, we go with the squeeze block just because of the situation. And I felt like we had just enough time to recover to catch it. You can't risk letting that bounce. If that bounces perfectly down, you know, just not worth it. Or they get a piece of it, you know, whatever happens, it's just not worth it. All right, I'm going to go for a pass. That's a tough throw, and I can't believe you caught that, or not caught that, but got a hand on it so easily. I feel like every ball is just super underthrown. There's like no flight to the ball at all. Oh, we're in some trouble. That's a hell of a catch by Douglas, who actually turns it into a little something for 5. Great play. We got levels. See if they want to drop off. If not, Polk has himself a look. Polk still has himself a look and holds on. What a tough catch. Bolden all over him, but a great catch. Clutch man. End of the first quarter. 7-all. I still can't believe he just got up there like it was nothing. Uche, huge game so far. Jet sweep towards the side of Micah. I don't know about that one. I think I'm going to go play action instead, believe it or not. That's a wide open Patton. I love his aggressive catching. Like, he's good. He's good. A lot of players, even when no one's around, they will just jump wildly after the ball. He just puts his hands up and snags it. As there goes Stevenson for 5. He just kind of stabs it. Stevenson looking a little banged up on that play, but, I mean, apparently perfectly fine, so we're going to keep it rolling. Outside, perfect throw to Stevenson. Wide open to the 33. Just glad that we actually got the ball to him. Last time he was wide open, we missed it. Pretty damn good blocking again as Stevenson gains 6. But every play, Stevenson's looking a little banged up as he gets up. I don't know about that. I just don't like it. Polk wide open. Good throw. On the run, Polk finds some room to the 12. He reminds me of like a less tanky Debo. I should have believed. We can't get it out to Stevenson. Should have believed in that quick out or the streak, and I didn't. I held it. I just really want there to be points on this drive, and I just don't want to make the mistake. We're trusting Polk this time. Good catch. To the 4-yard line. 3rd and 2. Do we trust the blocks on a run? I mean, they've only got one linebacker lined up. And Stevenson will get the first down. Trip to the line. I think, you know, they're going to be thinking run. We're going to be thinking pass. And there goes Micah. Good throwaway. Parsons getting a little hype there. I don't like it. I don't want him to get in the zone. There's nobody on this play. We'll see what happens. Look pretty good to me, and it will be a touchdown. We will take the lead. Dallas's goal line situation, they're not really there yet. I'm not sure what they're doing, but we'll take it. Give me 5 wide at the 1-yard line. I'm probably bringing 5. I do not trust it not to be a run. It's just too easy at that point. Outside, good throw, 9 yards. Thankfully, they're pretty standard. They don't do anything crazy with CeeDee Lamb. So far, at least, they haven't. There goes Barmore, and speaking of CeeDee Lamb, there he goes. They haven't really moved him into the slot too much. So I don't have to worry about, you know, bad matchups, but that doesn't seem to really be stopping him as McKenzie's getting beat. You know, it's like pretty standard, right? CeeDee Lamb is the boundary guy. They don't mince anything. Oh my God, look at the speed. Oh, he's still going. Mitchell is unbelievable somehow. To the 23-yard line. 8 for 80. I just don't understand we're not bringing him down. Like, we're there. We gotta get him down. Ooh, a little bit of a penalty almost. Can't get over the middle. Oh, that's a great play by us. Good hit by Beasley. Doesn't bring him down, but gains 3. That was such a good play over the middle. That's a touchdown if we don't get there. You can't question our heart. If Beasley's not there, that's a touchdown. Let's just be real. Oops, stuck on Jelani. Oh, but the pressure's there. Gets slammed by Roberson for the sack. Pressure's starting to work a little bit. Let's take a look back at this one. Allen Roberson. He was going to throw it away or something. I don't know. He got slammed, though. Uche, of course, there as well, so that's 2.5. Unbelievable. And what can you really do from 3rd and 17? Trying to double team. I guess find a wide open tight end who's stiff arming hard, but will still be well short. This will be a field goal. See if we get a nice block. If we got a block 6, that'd be insane. Not going to happen. Up and good. Don't want to do anything too crazy. I was thinking about doing that like reverse play or whatnot, but we're in a pretty good spot right now. We're in the driver's seat. We have 3 minutes left. We could score a touchdown, go up 11, and then do another one at the start of the second half. Another really good return is going to help us do that too. I mean, you could be looking at an 18-point game midway through the third, you know, so don't want to do anything that's going to risk it. There goes Stevenson for 9. Let's go up to the line, see if they want to give us that look back. I mean, they're bringing a safety up, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to be still really, really effective. Give me that first down look. I'm going to take it. Nearing the 2-minute warning. Not quite there, though. Inside Patton, who gets a nice catch and run for 13. Going with that crosser look. Douglas has had some success on this. Problem is, will we have some success in the offensive line? Got the chip. Over the middle. That's a really good throw to Patton. It's slightly behind them, but that's great. Had nothing to do with the ability either. You have to have your feet set, which we were still obviously moving. 2-minute warning has passed, and we're in the driver's seat still. Doing exactly what we said we wanted to do. We're going to run it even against this front. I still don't think they're ready for it. They're not. One to beat. Stevenson will beat him, and is in! 11-point lead. The problem is we scored so quickly that they have a chance to score now. That was an unbelievable truck. He killed that man. Who was that? I don't even know. It must have been the youngster. What a freaking hit. But let's see. Will we regret it? We're going to be bringing a man blitz. Trying to get in there with Uche. It's a good push. Uche again. Oh, wow. What a throw across to past the midfield. It's still run man coverage. Who we got on what? I have no idea. Oh, we just bumped that DT so hard. Little throw underneath. First down almost. Clock is moving. They do have 3 timeouts, though, so it's going to be pretty hard to not at least have a chance at some sort of points over the middle. I wish our guy would have jumped. Try to strip because we had the help to the 21-yard line. The Cowboys are moving just as fast as we were. Cover 4. Let's drop to Vi back a little bit. I'm kind of liking Uche here. Not going to get off that block. Oh, that was a crazy catch. We try to punch it. Gets out of bounds. It's not really going to do much. Clock's not really a concern here, I don't think. Personally, at least, I don't really see the concern. Tight end, who's this? Oh, God. Do you have time? Oh, no, we're not ready. That's not really where we weren't ready, though, so I'm not too worried about it. Timeout from them. A little questionable. I would have maybe, especially the way we're playing right now on offense, I would have maybe just let that clock go. I wish I could just bring a dial over on this side. Trying to get over there. Can't. They're going to get a nice little sit down. He will get stopped at the 4. Probably going to let that clock run, which might even cause them a panic timeout here. 16, 15, 14. Come on, defense. I mean, I can't play any better than that. It's a perfect throw. CeeDee Lamb. There's multiple players that are getting open underneath as well. Jelani Tavai doesn't have that change direction. He's too old. Just too old and slow, unfortunately. 29 being considered old. We're on that. So close. I really wish the deep safety would have stepped up. Beasley also lets his guy go open. I mean, you got 2 people open there. Just not fast enough change of direction. I'm going to go with a stretch play on at this 30. Maybe if we can get like 15 yards on the ground, we might be able to take a Hail Mary shot. It's exactly what we're looking like we're about to do if Stevenson stops fighting. We have a Hail Mary chance now. We'll take it. Turnovers mean nothing in this situation, as long as it's not a fumble. Can we maybe, though, just maybe double team that guy? Just, if we don't mind. Stevenson, want to move over maybe? Also, Stevenson gets in the zone. Can't move him over. That's sweet. And that ball is actually pretty good. Douglas had a chance at it. Slightly overthrown for Polk, but Douglas had a shot. Huge drive for Dallas at the end, and yeah, I kind of felt it. We scored a little too quickly, but once again, at the end of the day, you have a touchdown, you kind of have to take it, right? Feel like, especially not the end of the game. There's a chance that because of the pressure, it doesn't go that way. They don't get that last-second touchdown. They actually do too much and give us another chance to score. So, hindsight's 20/20 as always, and I will say hindsight. We were looking at hindsight. It just didn't really work out. Throw medium, defend short. I mean, the run game has kind of opened up, but I think the game's going to be won through the air, right? So, especially with us already having a lead, I think that's the game plan again. And I know I'm going to jinx it, but I'm going to bring it up because I want to. Got to keep protecting that football. As Harper, look at the speed. Can we get some help? Good try. Another return to about the 43. These specialists are looking good. We would have had both of them for the freaking Pro Bowl. Ramondre having a great game. 79 yards, 2 touchdowns, 7.9. It's weird because it feels like last couple of games he's disappeared in my mind, but he hasn't. He's been great. We're going to run this play action back right. Oh, God. It's a tough one. Stevenson holds on. It might have been the ability. It's only a yard, but it's something. You can't tell me we're making those plays before this season. This season, we've been way more confident. I didn't think they were going to leave the receiver one. Oh, look at Mitchell fighting for 5, though. Oh, no! I didn't realize he got injured on that. Ramondre Stevenson has a quadriceps strain and will not be able to return. I was like, yeah, it's a little weird that Stevenson's getting a break to start the second half. That's bad. Even worse, 3rd and 4 now, without him. And we can't get it over. That's going to be a punt. Just about had Patton for a massive play. And unfortunately, they get us. I mean, okay, punt. Blackwell just gets beat. I wish Connor would have just known. Gave up a little bit of leverage and just body blocked him. Because, I mean, this is a massive play. We see him. We're about to throw it over top. And it falls flat, obviously. I mean, arguably, if Polk gets a block and Patton runs across the face of that safety, he outruns him to the end zone, potentially. Instead, it's now up to Behringer to give us a little assist here. I like the angle we're at here. I think this is a pretty good punt. It's pretty good, but nobody's down there again. Oh, come on, fellas. I don't know why I didn't think about the idea that he could have just let it bounce. That sucks. CeeDee Lamb, 5 for 5, 51 and a touchdown. We're limiting him slightly, but, I mean, that's obviously on par for over 100. Maybe not on par for over 100, but on par to get to 100. And he's still going. Nobody's going to catch him. It's all linebackers. Marte Mapu's got speed, though. Doesn't finish it, and CeeDee Lamb is in for the touchdown. That's crazy bad tackling. 3 or 4 missed tackles on that play. It's crazy how everyone was a linebacker, though. Like, there was nobody second level that was a DB. We're letting the game slip. I mean, we're really not even doing anything wrong. It's not like, we threw a pick or fumbled or something. They're just taking advantage of opportunities. Harper, pretty damn good block as Bolden's going to run to the outside for 32 or to the 32. If you put one of those guys at running mad, they're running hard. Like, they genuinely look like they're running, like, full blast. Going to go with a curl with Patton. These usually drop back over to that spot, though, and they're on it. Go to Douglas. They baited that out hard. If it was a streak, we'd have had a touchdown, but it was a curl. It sucks that there's no, like, I get it. You're supposed to run your route, but, like, I wish there was some common sense. Like, he should have went for that. Like, why he didn't go for the streak, I don't know. As we're going to run with Gibson. We got good running backs, and Gibson's showing that right now as he gets it to about, a little bit past the midfield point. We got good running backs. I'm not too worried about it, but, yeah, Stevenson is one of a kind. Also, don't really like Mitchell as, like, the primary back. He's fast, but he just has, like, next to no push. We're a heavy rushing attack team. We're elusive, but we're mainly, fall forward, whatnot. I think we're taking that. Douglas open, a little behind him, but it's going to get there to the 11. Great route, good find, perfect blocking. On the ground goes Gibson. Of all the players to kind of get their name called, there's a guy that kind of lost his job for no reason. He was good. It's just Stevenson was better. You go with stick. Quick throw to Faulkner is in play. And almost another one of those stick touchdowns to the 1. And there's been a guy that's been getting some burn lately. It's time for him to come in. First and go from the 1. Pat Ricard bounces easily and will regain the lead. Great answer. That was a crucial answer back. This has been a hell of a Super Bowl so far. 2 high-powered offenses, but also 2 opportunistic defenses. A little surprised that we haven't seen a little something. So hoping we can maybe see it on this drive as CeeDee Lamb's just going to burn McKenzie again. Can't go best on best. Technically, McKenzie is our best. Let's see. I'll go best on best. What are they going to do? Yeah, they just got McKenzie on him. So they did nothing. They're like, yeah, they're the same overall. What do you want? Wide open tie. There is nobody on him. I don't know who missed, but they did. To the 41-yard line. Both offenses are just looking unstoppable right now. Also should have been a taunting there. He threw the ball literally right at our player, but sure. We have a little bit of a lighter box. I mean, it's not a lighter box, just lighter players in the box. Can't get off the block, and there's going to be some room. Decent enough. There was a lot of room out there. He kind of hesitated too much. Maybe got a little too cocky going for the, the whole play. That inside is looking weak. We're going to drop back hard with Beasley. And throws across his body. Huge hit by Beasley. It's still going to be a first down. We're kind of just like lining these blitzes up back to back to back and just hoping that they're going to get caught off guard. Oh, that could be picked. I can't believe that's McKenzie being nervous. That is McKenzie being beat so often by CeeDee Lamb that he got nervous and maybe lost his footing as it was happening. I don't know. That's a pick for him every other day of the week, but CeeDee Lamb is in his head. Like, if he throws this end zone, he might have a look, but this is a pick. And McKenzie just kind of like panics a little bit, and he jumps early. Run through that and pick that. He panics. It's a great play, but it could have been a pick. Oh, Lord, they got 5. Let's stay on this side of the field with Beasley. And we had to leave him. Good hit by Beasley. 3rd and 2. Come with the blitz because it's arguably 4 down, and you don't want him to run it to set it up even closer. And they are going to run it, and you don't want them to do it. They still will. We got trapped behind our own guy who got blocked. And that'll be a first down. We're in that man blitz again with Gamble. Keeping Peppers a little bit off to the side just in case that go route exists. Oh, we got blocked up. Gamble, what a tackle, though. Elijah gets that edge, and that's a touchdown. And we got 2 running backs back here. Screen, not a screen. So throw it out there. We need to make this tackle. And, of course, played it as conservatively as possible. Couldn't do it. 4 yards gained. Do we bring the blitz? They got their really fast player out there. I'm going to use her at Jelani on the running back. We're beat. Not as beat as, unfortunately, McKenzie is over the middle. CeeDee Lamb, 153 yards. He's got 100 in this quarter alone. Right, we got the linebackers in. Playing inside leverage on Lamb. If it's a fade, we're in some trouble. We're on that. Not on that we aren't, though. Good catch to the 1. I mean, you can't not bring a billion players on this. We got too many players on the line, It's an easy run look. And Mitchell touchdown. One slight, sharp cut to the left, and we were gone. He sent us. Damn, Elijah's having a game. We blew it up, and I think I got caught on the guard or something, the fullback. It was weird. There we go. I mean, we're no stranger to games like this. We have had a lot of them every year. Kind of got into 2 minds there. Didn't know which really way to go. But the one thing I will say, haven't been in many games like this without Stevenson, so we need these offensive linemen to play even better than normal as Mitchell fights for 2. All right, when in doubt, screen it out. Gibson. Out there, perfect throw, perfect play. We're just going to run straight in there. He does have a sick juke move, though. That's the one thing that's really going to be good for this game. 4th quarter, down 3, a battle. It's been a game so far. Dallas not going away. Injuries plaguing both teams. Ours is a little more final, if you will. Really sucks to lose, our face of this team in the biggest game of the year. Like, you really just can't write it. For Gibson to come in, and, Gibson is going to be the guy. It's kind of crazy. And there goes Gibson. Finding some room to the edge, to the 36-yard line. Looking great. He's not a bad back. He's actually arguably a great back. First down. Once upon a time, maybe the franchise in Washington. It's going to be a tough throw. What a catch by Patton. Reaches behind himself to grab it. No issues to the 12. Decided I want to try to get a quick throw in there. They're playing that edge, so we're going to run it inside. Tells me they're going to be a little late to that party. As Gibson, nice cutback. Ooh, one to beat to the 6. 4-6. I was about to say, speaking of 4-6, where the hell is Mitchell? We're going to go with that stick play. We've been looking for that touchdown to Trey. And we're going to get it. Now it's going to be down to the 1. Good fight, though. Right up to the line. Catch him slacking on a run, maybe. They shifted him really hard over there. And Gibson will score. Here it is. Back to the lead. 7.5 in the 4th. Down by 4 will Dallas be. See if they've got another touchdown in them. Not a great return either, so they're going to be starting this thing back, needing 79. Jelani Tavai kept the running back pretty open. Over the middle. Wow, what a catch. He's been good. That speedster has been doing well. Gonzalez is on it, maybe a little too on it. He's kind of in front of him, knows the route, and gives him enough leverage for that ball to be thrown behind him. I don't know who to cover here. I guess we play the safety. They're going to run this. And Dak is going to sharp cut. But fumble! Recovered by us! McKenzie to the 44. Dak does a great job, just doesn't slide. I don't know what he's doing. Who hit him? I'm guessing Jabril. It was not. It was Jelani. No, maybe it was. I couldn't tell. Jabril and Jelani kind of in there at the same time. What a recovery by McKenzie, by the way. That was a pretty brain-dead move by Dak. Don't let him run those draw plays. He just makes mistakes. That's a really good throw. Great route. Almost got up the sideline. Bland's a really good corner, but we've been doing well. Been making the reads. The routes have been solid. We're going to bounce this outside. Gibson cutting it inside to the 20 for 6. A touchdown puts him in a really bad spot. Let's run the ball again. And we're going to get enough blocks. Down to the 10, though. Is a tough spot to score from. Do we believe in an end around? Polk is very elusive, but screw it, went up. Oh, he's got room! Polk! Not the fastest, but he's in. It works. I can't believe Parsons didn't see it and didn't blow it up. We're up 2 possessions with just about 5 to play. Dak with full-on brain damage. Fumbles the ball. We take advantage. Oh, I thought he was going to go to him. Good hit attempt. Thought he was going to go to that tight end. Plenty of clock left, though. That's what I got to worry about. Brooks going against a tight end. We can live with that. I'm going to go D-line. I don't want to be in charge of anything coverage-wise. Oh, nice spin. That guy is crazy, dude. Newell is insane. Like, he just catches everything. It's like it's suction to his hands, like glue. Give Barmore some pressure instead. Good move, Barmore. Sack on Dak. Beautiful play. Another sack for this defense. Sucks that Barmore wasn't able to join the Superstar Club. Go back to Barmore. Trying to bully, can't. Quick throw inside. Huge hit by Jelani. CeeDee Lamb is having a game. Who's on him? Is that Jabril? Oh, I got burned. Please. He's in trouble. Sacked again. Ojulari, they got to go for it. There's a little bit of confusion maybe on our defense. Yeah, there's a lot of confusion. I was going to call a timeout too. I almost am guaranteed. I don't know actually what happened because we just ran cover 3. He's got the deep blue. That's all that matters. Should have called a timeout though. I knew that was going to happen too. Should have called a timeout. Maybe the Cowboys caught a celebrate. I don't know what just happened, but that's a blown play. Let's see. So yeah, you know what happens? We run cover 3 because it's best on best. They flip. I don't know what the hell Jabril's doing. I don't think he catches him anyways. No, he's on him. Yeah, I think actually it was perfect. I think they flipped McKenzie, or whoever the hell is Gonzalez, maybe needs to play the purple, so he comes inside there. Now, he's like I don't know what. It just glitched out. I actually can't explain what just happened because Gonzalez just sidesteps his way all the way off the field. If this is a run, they're done for. It's not a run. Tight end's open. I can't get over there. And he gets it right past us. Of course. 3 minutes left. Our run game's been good. I really don't like returning this ball, but we've been great on the special teams. Of course, the moment we need to not be bad is the moment we are, but to the 26 is fine. Wish there was a little bit better stretch plays on this playbook, but, you know, deal with what you got to deal with. Really good blocks. There goes Gibson! Huge run! Still going! Stays in bounds to the 24. Dallas gets cooked alive. We're running back right. They got too many players on the wrong side here. Got 2 tight ends. See if we can get a block. Not really. We're just going to get back to the line as much as possible. Huge run. 2-minute warning. First down would be really good here. Stretch play, of course, Micah's on that side, although the last run we just had that was super successful was against him. Outside. We get enough of a block. There goes Gibson. He's going to be short. 3rd-and-1 for the 15. Could be a blessing, though. What world am I not running fullback dive here? This is going to be a good position if we get this first down. And Pat Ricard makes that look easy to the 11. All right, clock is dwindling. Problem is, with a clock like this now, you're pretty much almost forced to play the numbers game, which is waste as much clock as possible. If you have to kick a field goal, you do. Gotta protect that ball too, though. Inside zone. I don't know what person on that defense is thinking this is pass, but maybe. It's blasted to the 7. The fact that everything they gave me was a pass play is crazy, dude. I get it. A touchdown wins them the game. But if you just don't get injured and you waste some more clock here, they're going to have like 20 seconds to work with. Or almost a touchdown. A 4th and 1. I mean, do you not just go for this? You've had the fullback dive like all day long. I mean, this is like a hefty yard to get. But, I mean, being back where they are here, there's no way they can win the game if they get stuck here. We're going to try to fake them out here. We're hiking it. And he's in! Pat Ricard, double teamed, too much strength, runs right through them for the game winner. And you can almost even argue it wasn't a touchdown, which would physically end the game. But then again, I think he's on one of his linemen. I think he was in. As soon as this ball was hiked and they had 2 guys there, I was like, oh, they're actually going to get the stop here. But one of them gets caught up on Palmer, so this is technically a one-on-one. Nick Bolton gets buried alive. So does Overshone. And Pat Ricard is on a body, doesn't fall until he's in the end zone. And barring the craziest miracle in sports history, I think we're going to win the Super Bowl with 49 points scored. You can have the running back every day of the week. I don't care. He's not even going to get this ball off. He throws it away. Oh, my God. No, Dak. You really want a reason to get rid of that ball? You get a nice push. He throws it away again. That's grounding. Where's the grounding call? That's insane. I don't think Dak knows where he is right now. I think he was hit too hard on that fumble. Oh, switch me to the wrong guy there. And Dak Prescott. He's got time. He's still going. Is going to run for it. Gets 11 yards, and I check him for early stage CTE. But we have won the Super Bowl 49-39 over the Dallas Cowboys. All is right in the world. And our journey for a dynasty has officially started. That is unbelievable. Dak, the Cowboys, they kept getting points. They kept answering back. Dak decides to just take a hit. He decides to run, not slide. The fumble is there. There's really no turnovers elsewhere in the game. And the rest is history. Of course, you can, point at some of the weirdness of that Hail Mary, but no matter what he does there, they're not going to win the game. It's everything that led up to that point that mattered. Stevenson is injured, but you know what? He can celebrate this game with us because he had a huge first half, really. And obviously, Gibson just came in and just took over even more, really. And, of course, this pass rush was great. The coverage definitely got torched all game long, but the pass rush was good enough to miss some of those reads, miss some of those plays, and obviously put them in some really bad situations in where they had a punt because they didn't have enough time, enough yardage. They had too many yards to gain. And, man, that's crazy that CeeDee Lamb had the game he had and they still lose. Of course, Dak Prescott statistically looked great, but just some really bad decisions there down the stretch. Drake May did exactly what he's been doing all playoffs, not turning the ball over, completing the ball at a very high percentage, and winning games. Gibson, though, 14 carries for 141 yards with a touchdown. That is the most success we've had for a backup, ever. Mitchell was great. Stevenson, before he was injured, was great. Ricard with 2 touchdowns. It's always a good day when Ricard has 2 touchdowns. Polk with a touchdown. I mean, look at the rushing touchdowns in the game. Not even just us. There was 8 rushing touchdowns between the two teams. That's wild. CeeDee Lamb, though, 226 yards with 3 touchdowns. He was unguardable. We literally could not stop him, yet we still won that game. Pass rush, take a look at the numbers. 2 for Uche, 1 for Barmore, 1 for Ojulari, 1 for Roberson. No picks, but a fumble recovery. Who forced that fumble? It was Jabril. I know things. A recovery for McKenzie. And a win for the New England Patriots. And CeeDee Lamb actually, I believe, broke a Super Bowl record for receiving yards in a game, which of course is also going to mean that he and the Cowboys broke a record for having that record and still losing. That's crazy. CeeDee Lamb, I mean, look at the work that he put on us in this game. I mean, he's just unbelievable. Tried to make a trade for him, get him out of there. If he wants to win a Super Bowl, we got him covered. It's going to be so funny, though, when it's like, CeeDee Lamb had a great game. So, yeah, but they lost. You know that tagline's coming. Connor Williams with an upgrade point. We'll wait for the offseason for that. There's really no point in pushing it. Dak Prescott. Big numbers for Dak Prescott. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, great numbers, man. Big numbers for, I wish I would have said, like, great numbers in a win or something. It would have been so stupid, but we won. The Super Bowl is ours. If you guys want to see the sliders we were on, in case you really liked the way that game played, I feel like there was a lot of scoring still, but, like, what do you want from me, you know? It's 10-minute quarters, why I usually play an 8. I think 8 is a bit better. But that's pretty much that for the Super Bowl. Season is in the reps. Can we win back-to-back? Can we win 3 in a row? Do what the Chiefs can't, although by the time we get to that point, we might actually find out if they can. Obviously, in this realm, did they actually? That'd be a good point. They actually didn't even make the Super Bowl. That Raiders team, man, they were good. That was the team that beat us in the wildcard round. Super upset. The Eagles beat them, though. Then the Cowboys won, so we just stopped the Cowboys from winning another Super Bowl, which is pretty awesome. And, yeah, we stopped the Chiefs. Well, we didn't stop them, but the Chiefs didn't get that three-peat, meaning we can. We can go for the three-peat, the first ever three-peat. Got to start with 2, though. We'll see if it's possible. Anyways, next episode for this franchise, this series, will obviously be the offseason, where if we're going to look ahead a tad bit, I think we're going to be focusing on the linebacker position quite a bit. Tackle, I think, Onwenu's good, but I do worry about his athleticism. I mean, he was amazing in that Super Bowl, but most of the time he's not. And I really think it's that athleticism, the lack thereof, just not getting off the ball quick enough. And there's just people outrunning him to the spot. They just push past him with a speed move, and it's just GG. Let's take a look at the defensive side of the ball. But yeah, linebacker for sure. I don't know what to do with Jelani Tavai because he's a good player. He's a smart player. He hits really well. But his lack of speed is clearly costing us a lot of plays. And he just can't really keep up with anybody because obviously he's just not fast enough to do it. Beasley obviously is kind of the cornerstone linebacker of this team. And Marte Mapu's had some moments, but he's obviously on that point of like how much further can he really progress. He is a good player though. Maybe even sits as a backup safety. Would be really clutch if he could do that. That would be awesome. Do worry about, speaking of safety, Jabril is 88 overall. I imagine there's going to be a regression. I don't know how hard it's going to be, but at 88 speed, if he drops down in 85, you know, we're looking at another player that's maybe kind of out of the range of starting because of that lack of athleticism. We already get beat over top quite hard, and I don't want it to get even worse. Edge is a weird one because they just had a great Super Bowl. It's another year where they just had themselves a dev up situation. We have a superstar and an X Factor, but the lack of consistency is there. You know, sack numbers look good every year. It's just in between those sack numbers is the lack of pressure. So definitely looking at potentially going edge if there's one there, because obviously I'm not going off-ball linebacker in the first round or safety in the first round. Maybe if there's someone great, but probably not. And then you look at the offensive side of the ball, you know, maybe a tackle in the first round. Guard could help because Scherf is kind of, you know, up there in age. But yeah, there's still things to replace, but I think the skill positions is definitely one we do not need to worry about. Stevenson, though, I will say, 28 years old. Regression could be a little harsh on him. Regression might be a little harsh. Best running back, Offensive Player of the Year, and NFL rush yards leader. Don't want him to lose X Factor. Regression because he's getting older makes sense. Whatever happens, happens. But definitely not Dev. He still deserves to be an X Factor. We'll get into all of that, though, in the offseason. It's insane. We won a Super Bowl. This is probably the earliest we won a Super Bowl in a franchise series on the channel's history. And that's with tough sliders. You know, these sliders are really tough. I will say our scoring is still pretty damn good, but that's just part of the team being good, right? You have a running back this good, you have a quarterback this good, you have 2 receivers that are amazing, and then Patton and Douglas are receivers I didn't really even mention, but Douglas is one of the best slots in the league, and then Patton with his size, he's already one of the better wide receivers in the league because he can just go out there and get that ball. The size makes it where you got to be perfectly tight on him. Otherwise, you've given him enough of a range to catch it on you. And then defensively, we've got some insane corners who don't even really play that well. They're actually probably some of the worst players on the team, technically. But, yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. If you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate your continued support on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK Plays from Madden content. Obviously, at some point next week will be the off-season. And, yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya. And once again, shout out to the members of the channel. I appreciate you guys a ton. If you are out there that are not a member and you want to be, in case of that members only exclusive rebuild that we're going to have starting next month, one a month, click the join button next to the subscribe button and all the details shall be in there. Anyways, thanks for watching and see ya.